What are the side effects of beard transplant? These days, a lot of people are going for beard restoration, and uh, not all of them are really very happy with their results. So, what all side effects can happen when you opt for a beard transplantation? I'm going to discuss in length about this. This video is going to help you to take a call on beard transplantation and to understand it deeply. I'm your friend Dr. Shail Gupta. I'm a hair restoration surgeon who has been practicing for almost 2 decades now. Coming to the side effects of beard hair transplant. There are some temporary side effects of beard restoration. You can have swelling on the face because of the anesthesia which is used, tumescent anesthesia in particular. This swelling can stay there for a few days, sometimes a week. So don't worry, it is temporary, it will subside. You will have scabs there which generally fall by the end of 10 days, and don't try to remove them forcefully. With gentle washing you can just remove them easily. You can start washing your face from third day with water, and from a week onwards you can start using mild cleanser also on the face. Another important thing, you can spray or put some drops of normal saline on the first 2 days of surgery. It is very important. It prevents these grafts from drying, and it is seen in studies that the survival rate of these grafts increases. We really don't need to do a dressing over here. Generally ask a patient to wear a mask post surgery. Now, another problem which you can have post transplant is boils or pseudofolliculitis. This can be seen in the first 2 weeks also, but it is very uncommon during first 2 weeks. Usually starts after shedding phase. As we know, in hair transplant also there is shedding phase, and all the implanted hair, they fall after some time, but don't worry, these hair regrow. Similarly, when these hair are transplanted in the beard region, these hair fall and then they start growing. So when they start regrowing, sometimes they take a curl and they start ingrowing into the skin itself. They don't find the opening. So this is called pseudofolliculitis, which can lead to boil formation. So in most of the patients, these boils are temporary and they don't need any medical intervention. In very rare cases, we give topical antibiotic lotions like clindamycin, or in some cases, very rare cases, we need to puncture these boils. Especially, when we do this surgery in a patient who has severe acne. Generally, I avoid doing this surgery in severe acne patients because these patients can get nodulocystic acne boils, and if these boils are too much, like if they are huge, they are big, they can lead to permanent scarring, and they can also lead to poor graft acceptance. In these areas, the grafts are not going to grow. So you can start trimming these hair after say around 12-13 days, and that's a pretty good period, but don't shave off these hair at that time. Wait for a month or sometimes 1.5 months before you start shaving them off. Usually the growth starts after 3 months from the day of surgery. Unlike natural hair transplant on the scalp, which takes little longer time for some growth, these hair, because like you don't need that much of length here, so these hair grow in good length by the end of 4.5, 5 months. We usually see a good growth until unless you are planning to have this much long beard. You get almost full growth by the end of 6 months in most of the patients. Now the permanent side effects of beard restoration are wrongly placed angles. Now a lot of patients come to me for correction surgeries even in the scalp and for the beard also, eyebrows, mustache. So what happens when these hair are placed not in such a good way, not in an artistic manner, it is right there on your face, so it is visible, and if the angles are wrong it looks unnatural, and then it becomes a major problem for the patient, and they have to shave it off and they cannot grow these hair, and sometimes we have to take out these hair, sometimes we merge, put some more hair around it and try to merge it. So it varies from case to case. Another common problem which I see is cobblestoning, where you can see, as in the picture, there is a little growth of skin tissue which is raised. So even if you grow hair, it will look slightly unnatural because the surrounding skin is raised. Even if you shave it off, then it's gonna look even worse because it will become too obvious that you have got something done. So many patients come to us for this. If in case you have already got a transplant done and you are facing similar kind of problems, do contact us. We have got a solution for this. We can correct this. So while choosing your hair transplant clinic, pay attention to the artistic aspects of hair transplant surgery, and it is not only true for beard transplantation, it is true for scalp also. It is very important to pay attention to this. The angles, the choice of hair, the quality of hair, the density, everything matters a lot. Another side effect, it is not seen there in the recipient area, it is seen on the donor area. I have seen in many patients who underwent this surgery, came to me for repair, and when I saw their donor area, it was like kind of completely devastated. So please pay attention to it. In my so many videos, like I have made more than 200 videos, they are there on my YouTube channel. You can just go through those videos. They are in Hindi, they are in English, and these videos, in these videos I have explained almost everything in detail. The method which you choose again becomes important. Your baldness of scalp, that also becomes very important. If you are balding from scalp, if you have a strong family history of baldness, then you have to utilize your donor area carefully. That's so important. Remember, every single hair which you have in the donor is worth a gold coin. Even if you earn a lot of money, even if you are ready to spend a lot of money, but if you spoil your donor, money won't get you donor. Remember this. And I am telling you this because almost 70% of patients who are coming to me are coming with spoiled donor, finished donor. So please pay attention to this. Hair transplantation is such a beautiful transformation, and I have seen magic happening in my patients. Thank you. So if you like the video, please press the like button and do share it with your friends to spread good information to everybody. And if you have any questions, please ask in the comment section. We'll be happy to answer all the questions. You can contact us at the given numbers as well. And you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be very happy to answer all your queries. Thank you. Love yourself. Stay blessed.